it with music, beautiful music. Hello, I'm Fred Miller, and this is my loyal co-pilot, Mr. Clyde here. And before we go into the medical aspects of American popular song, a little bit about me. I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, had a great classical piano teacher, loved the classics, loved grand opera, and that would go on right till my 13th birthday. The day I became a teenager, the Beatles very conveniently arrived, and I was totally drawn into the world of American popular classic rock, the great rock songs of the 60s, and that would go on through high school. Till the summer after I graduated, a friend whose parents took the New York Times out there in New Mexico showed me this poster in the New York Times about this big rock festival taking place in upstate New York, and we looked at that lineup and we thought for sure we had to go, and we went. We hitchhiked most of the way from New Mexico to the rock festival, which happened to be named Woodstock. We managed to show up very prominently in the poster as well. I had never wanted to be a rock musician. I loved music. I loved the rock music, but that was the peak of the rock age, and I never looked back. That really was the end of rock music for me. I wanted to be a musician, but I didn't know what that was going to be. That fall, I went to college very briefly, left and toured around the country in my VW Bug, and finally ended up in Greenwich Village. And at some point, somebody gave me an album of Ella Fitzgerald singing Cole Porter, and there was my music. The world of Gershwin, Porter, Kern, Rogers, Berlin, Fred Astaire, Judy Garland, Ethel Merman, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby, what they call now the Great American Songbook. And I came up with the idea of a lecture in song, each one being a profile of a great personality or some aspect of American popular song. I started initially with just personalities, songwriters, performers. And I thought, I'll be lucky if I get 10, 12 programs out of this. And over time, somehow, it expanded to 7 different categories, and now to date I have 75 different lectures in song, each one described in detail at fredmillermusic.com. This program most definitely is a novelty, and it was inspired by the fact that I had a very unique sort of audience to entertain. I was hired to do a program for my local county medical society. A room full of doctors. Now, what was I going to do? Well, I, thought gave me an inspiration to look a little deeper, but I didn't have to look too deeply. I came up with this lecture and song, which I call "You're the Cure for What Ails Me," Lovesickness, and its many proven antidotes in American popular song, and a few anecdotes thrown in as well. This is my excuse, again, to just sort of roam through the wonderful vaults of American popular song, and it was an age, that these songs came about when people suffered a great deal. We had the Depression, we had World War, we had just the general problems that life poses, and songs at that point were, shall we say, the cure for what ailed a lot of people. I mean, when you look at these songs, most of them, 99.9% are about love, and love is generally the problem, and love is generally the cure. So, leaves a lot of opportunities to sing. I was born a delicate child, watched the other kids run wild, while they played with guns and ropes. My only toys were stethoscopes. I was a chronic, how have you been? Then like a tonic you blew in. You're the cure for what ails me, and you do me good. Down with the apple every day, down with the ultraviolet ray. You're the cure for what ails me, and you do me good. You can go charge a fever, you can feed a cold, you don't fear fever, and I can't catch cold. You're my pink of condish, you're my Arrowhead Springs and my Battle Creek Mish. I was a meeky, weaky lamb, now I can shoulder Boulder Dam, for your smile never fails me. Hey lady, knock on wood. You're the cure for what ails me, and you do me good. Well, next case here. Clearly something's physically amiss here.